Oh well, since we have been trying to take off quests, there's one here from the blacksmith. I think I've only got a few
I'm
more.
honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Yeah, I did talk to this guy.
Still fretting about that Sasau
This
blacksmith?
is how I know.
Not about him. About the rumor that he uses forbidden spells to temper his steel.
You can't. It's not real, man. Spells? No.
Using spells to strengthen steel? That sounds like old wives' tales to me.
It is.
That's what they say. They say he was always muttering something, and if anyone catches him at it, he stops at once and gives them dirty looks.
Maybe he's just praying.
He's probably just singing.
Well, he's getting help of some sort, whether it's prayers or something less holy.
Rhythm and that. You know what I'm saying? Rhythm is good.
Well, if it's troubling you, go and have a look for yourself.
Easy for you to say. I have too much work to do. And anyway, I can't just turn up asking questions. He wouldn't tell me anything.
But what do you exactly want?
How could I help with that?
Simple enough. Go there and find out if there's any grain of truth in it.
I suppose asking costs nothing.
Just don't ask him outright about any sorcery.
Don't worry, I'm not that daft.
Good, good. And don't worry. You won't be the poorer for it. Once you find out what's what, I'll find a way to recompense you.
Alright. Let's do it.
Alright. I'll go and see if there's anything to the stories.
Good. But be subtle about it. Don't go embarrassing yourself. Or me. Good luck to you.
Tricks of the trade. I know tricks of the trade that aren't this trade. I know tricks of every trade, mate. I won't embarrass myself. I'm a diplomat on many occasions. Let's actually do the monastery quest. Okay, so first we'll drop off everything we have, and second we'll get inside the monastery. Who's this guy looking at me like that? Oh my gosh, just gone through the horse. Just walk through the horse like that. No excellent. I need to take it all off. Okay, quest items can't be moved. Everything else is gone. And I've got rock hard feet because it sounds like... Does this... I'm still wearing clothes technically. What is this buff? Light armor. I wouldn't call this light armor. I would call this no armor. I think the writ must have been a quest item. If I put that away, I'm going to be quite angry. What time is it? Oh, it's 9 AM, 10 AM. Where's this guy? I don't even know who I'm talking to. There's a quest item here. Is that probably Nicodemus? Oh yeah, he asked me to do weeds the other time. I'm pretty sure I can do it. Right, Porter.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
Try to find out who came before me. Okay.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone, but he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery, so there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
Potentially.
I am.
Definitely not, but you know.
Then you must rid yourself of
Undercover.
all your worldly possessions. sell them or give them to the poor and needy, or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods.
I've got quest
Inside the
items.
gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monks' robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. Take care now.
Okay. What is this? This like a quest within a quest? No, get rid of that. Put on the monks. Habit. Bro, how do you get inside? Can I still ride my horse? What is it inside here? Oh, I've tried to look. Oh. Okay.
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
I've put nothing away.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
There's not like different, like, you know, what happens when I need to clean it.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own.
I'm not repeating that. I don't even know. I can't remember.
Me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Sing.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
I can't laugh
Accept
at that,
your
man.
new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor.
You get new names.
Welcome, brother.
That kind of makes sense. Bro, I actually had to sing it back. Bro, I didn't even know what it was, man. I'm surprised you remember that much. I was not listening at all.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Yes, thanks for prompting me.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
It's the easiest path to education.
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way to get an education and do something worthwhile with my life.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Oh no. Tell me something about yourself.
Would you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Could we not do the tour? Let's do a tour, man.
Let's go then.
We're going to be here for some time, I think.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go.
Okay.
Remember one word: discipline. It's your job to work and pray. You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Lad, if I need to eat, like, you know, I've got to stay alive. I was just...
Service.
Okay. We're not allowed to be doing this, are we? Are these the bed chambers?
This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours.
Alright. Is that it?
Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to.
Oh, there's herbs here? Nice.
This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation.
It's raining.
Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware.
Library.
Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work.
Is that an
As a
alchemy
novice,
bench?
you must always listen to your superior brethren. And above us monks are the prior and the cicatas, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say.
Oh, look, is it the dining hall?
This is the refectory, where we come together to eat.
Ah,
During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the rule of Saint Benedict.
The rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its
okay. He just cut out. He's not speaking anymore. Speak.
The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You too will learn how.
That makes sense, actually.
And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
I came in at 9 a.m.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's not much to tell. I lived in Vlachim, and after my father died, I found out I wasn't much of a merchant. So I left the shop to my brother and decided to become a monk. It's peaceful here. There's food and lots of time to read.
So you chose to come here?
It may seem strange, but I'm one of the few novices that did. I might be the only one. The truth is, the idea of spending my life in a monastery was more appealing than being cooped up in a greasy old shop.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Who's in charge?
Who's in charge of things around
the
here?
circators, he said.
Truthfully, everyone except us.
Never mind.
But officially, Abbot Peter. And soon enough, someone else. As if it mattered. Our life will still be work and prayer.
I see.
Clearly I wasn't listening. Maybe I was listening, I don't know. Yeah, does everyone here like each other? I doubt it.
Yes. From the moment talk began about electing a new abbot, it's been like a hornet's nest here. Strange you haven't noticed.
I'm literally here. I started today.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
Abbot Peter is old. When he dies, they'll have to select a new abbot from amongst the brethren. The candidates are John and Nevlas. And if you ask me for my opinion, Nevlas is definitely the right man. Unfortunately, no one cares about my opinion because novices get no say.
Okay. Let's just...
What are the roles of the various monks here?
Someone takes care of the library, someone else the garden. The abbot supervises everyone, and in his absence, the prior. But it's the circators you should worry about. They're the brothers who'll make sure we observe the rule.
Okay.
They can be quite strict. So if you want to avoid getting punished, always act righteously and do your duties honestly.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, that's enough. Yeah. Who? We already asked that. He already answered that. He said John, didn't he?
Who would you choose as the new abbot if you could?
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote? Gregor, don't go poking your nose into other people's business. You'll sleep better at night.
You literally told me that the other time. I came in here at 10 a.m, bro. There's no way it's 8 o'clock already. Why am I closed the door on me? Is there anyone here? There's a monk.
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet.
It contains forbidden books.
Ah, okay. Since you're over there, let's go read some stuff. I need food. Did have ate before. Actually, we've got our routine, haven't we? Where is our routine? Didn't you know? Did I put it away? Everyday labors. Is that... Okay, yes. We need to take that back. And actually read it. Okay. 3 a.m. you wake up. Oh my gosh. 3 a.m. I've got like 3 hours to sleep. They're going to pray for 2 hours. Eat. And then work. Okay. Well, considering I won't get tired, I don't think. I'll just mess around during the night. Okay. Let's talk to this guy. Novice Lucas.
I'm Gregor, a novice. I saw you at the ceremony.
I know. It was hard not to notice you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Lucas, also a novice. Don't get upset, but I don't want to talk to you. I'm happiest alone.
Why am I allowed to ask that question? I feel like this guy would snitch.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I mean, where you're from, what sort of life you had before, that sort of thing.
I'm a novice, and my monastic name is Lucas. Nothing else matters.
Okay, well, I don't want to tell him. I'm looking for someone, so...
Come on. Is there really nothing at all you can tell me?
I could, but I don't want to. I'm sorry. I want to stay focused on work and prayer, not on who I once was. I never will be again. What has been isn't important for us. We cast the past aside when we walked through the monastery gates and took our oath. Never forget that.
Yeah, this guy can't be pious. There's no way. What about others?
I'd like to know something about the other novices.
I don't know much, but ask away.
Okay. Antonius.
Tell me about Antonius.
I'd like to, but there's nothing to tell. I've never spoken to him, and I've never asked about him.
Wait.
You really don't know anything about anyone? Well, thanks anyway.
Don't get upset. I'm sorry I can't tell you more. I just haven't felt like getting to know anyone yet.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. Yeah, we need to advance in some other areas, clearly. Just to know. Where did the other guy go? I reckon everyone's going to sleep now.
Peace be with you, brother.
Yo, Doc.
Greetings, brother. I'm Gregor, and
This
I'm
guy
new
looks
here.
suspect.
Greetings to you, brother. I'm Yodok, the oldest of the novices. I hope you'll like it here in the monastery and that you won't get into trouble.
Trouble?
These guys are...
You're young, perhaps intemperate. You might easily stray from the rules of the order. I suggest you get to know the older monks. You never know when it might come in handy.
Okay. Tell me
Can you
something
tell me something
about yourself?
I would if there was anything noteworthy to say. But I'm just the ordinary son of a landowner, now a monk. There's nothing in my past, present, or future that anyone could find interesting.
Why did you join the monastery?
Because it was better than living in poverty. As the youngest son, I'm not entitled to inherit my father's estate, but he was kind enough to sell off some cattle and send me here. And you know what? I'm glad to be here. It's better than mucking out manure.
Okay.
I'm interested in the other novices.
Antonius.
Do you know anything about Antonius?
Only that he came to the monastery voluntarily, because he didn't want to work in his father's shop. Antonius is all right. You can rely on him. He won't betray your confidence. He's always happy to help, which is more than can be said for the other brothers.
Okay.
I'm interested in Lucas.
Nobody knows much about Lucas. He keeps himself to himself. If you ask me, he's got something to hide. I'd keep well clear of him if I was you.
Do you have any grounds for suspecting him of something?
Nah, I just think he's
Quite a
weird,
lot.
man. I ain't gonna lie.
And also none at all. The circuitous who make the rounds despise him, and they'd never punish anyone without cause.
Nah, I doubt it. I doubt it. The circuitous are just like normal guards, you know, abuse of powers type stuff. They'll just mess around. So you can't even get in through there. What's that about? No one's actually going to sleep at this point. I can't see anything at this point, really. But everyone looks like they're going to sleep. Siskin, I haven't spoke to you.
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
Did you say purgatory?
Yeah.
You'll see soon enough.
This guy is not liking it
Soon
at
enough.
all. Oh my gosh.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Oh, never mind. Entrust him with searching for Pious. No. Solo mission.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Oh, I can pass the
Are
speech
you
check,
hiding
so...
something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka of Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me.
Unlucky, mate.
I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
That's not going to do anything. They must have figured out that you robbed them. Yes.
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
Oh, you didn't have to. He probably got.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
Happened to call?
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
He's just going to try and get out, surely.
With this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to know.
I don't think that matters for me.
Please, keep it to yourself. Especially the part about the coin.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I've just got an extra question, did I? How is it you get no penance for missing math? I don't even know what that means.
I'd be interested to hear what you think about the other novices. Tell me about Antonius.
Oh, if there was a monk I'd recommend as a friend, with, of course, the exception of myself, it would be Antonius. He has a calm soul, he's easy to talk to, and you can always rely on him.
He seems over, he just is
I'm interested
sounding
in
too good.
What could interest you about him?
Experienced.
He's a no-good rat. He'll turn you in for the price of a turnip. I'd bet my life that if he wasn't here, he'd be a cumin scout, bowing and scraping for a few groschen.
That doesn't sound too
I
flattering.
kind of got that from him, to be honest.
It wasn't meant to. No matter what you do here, watch out for him. He's got his eye on everyone, and he'll rat on you for even the slightest of infractions.
I think I did say that he was a snitch. Lucas is
What can
just
you tell
tapped.
me about
I'm not
Lucas?
gonna lie, I don't know that
It's a
guy.
tricky situation with Lucas. No one really knows anything about him. I've tried so many times to talk to him, but he always backs away like a virgin on a wedding night.
Yeah, he's just.
That's all. Thanks.
I don't know, man. He seems like he's not there mentally. Okay, wasn't there one more? How am I supposed to know which bed is mine? I cannot see. Like, bro. Excuse me? Is this one mine? Which one's mine? This one. Okay, we get a sleep and a save. What's through here? Okay. Like a balcony. Am I technically neglecting my daily schedule if I go down here in the middle of the day? Start of the day. Yeah, it's gonna be... I'm on my way to morning prayer. Are there gonna be any people walking around? The basement. Ooh, there's food and wine down here. Okay. More food. Page torn from book. Okay. I'd rather not close. Okay, there's just a bunch of food down here. Place to wash yourself. Oh no.
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul. You won't want to end up like Lucas now, would you?
Nasty habits. I don't want to drink with you, but I won't say anything to anyone.
I don't want to drink with you, but I promise I won't say a word to anyone.
You youngsters have got no backbone. Still, remember what you promised. One word about this and we'll make your life hell. And if you ever decide you want to have some fun after all, you know where to find us.
What did I just do? Started a new quest. Honestly. Sit down at the table. Do I actually have to sit down at the table with them? Can I talk to him?
Quite right, brother. Just sit down and drink with us. When the wine runs out, Yorick will fetch more.
Find out Yodok's role in the nocturnal drinking bouts. Okay.
Gregor, talk to me.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Drinking.
But we're all monks.
Youngster, when you're as old as I, you'll understand.
Okay. How does dice playing and boozing fit in?
But you're the cicators. You're the ones meant to be keeping order here. How can gambling and drinking be a fitting part
That's
of a
not
monk's
how
life?
I meant it.
If you really want to know, see for yourself.
Do I actually have to play with them?
I'd rather go to bed.
Go, brother, go. Be fresh and alert for tomorrow's work. We'll just drink this down and then we'll be leaving too.
I need to go.
I'll say one thing, brother. This wine would grace the Pope.
Ah, Gregor, talk to me.
What's Yodok got to do with you?
You mentioned Yodok. What does he do for you?
Well, nothing much. He's just a little suckling like you. He'll do whatever it takes to stay on our good side. Sometimes we make use of him when there are errands to run.
Okay. Where'd you get the wine from?
Where'd you get the wine from? I thought the monastery cellars were guarded.
So they are. But this wine isn't from the monastery. Listen, lad, would you help us out with something? This cask is almost empty and we need a new one. We're a bit old for such exertions, but you, on the other hand...
With what? I don't know if I want to do this, but I want to find out what he's asking for.
I'll help you. What do I need to do?
Ha! I knew it. Help Novice Yorick arrange for a new cask. Talk to him first thing in the morning, and by tomorrow night, the cask can be on the table.
All right, I'll talk to him.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. What are the roles of the various monks here?
Well, the abbot is the head, but he's not here now. Then there's the prior, the sub-prior, the librarian, the porter, many others. As a novice, you should be particularly mindful of the cicators. They're the ones who maintain discipline and punish bad behavior.
Okay. Let's see if they know anything about them.
What can you tell me about the novices here?
And what can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager, perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about who I know nothing.
Okay. History? Can you leave?
Can you leave the monastery?
Where would you go? You've everything you need here. Anyway, all the doors here are closed and locked tight, so no one can get in or out.
Okay. I would ask about the history maybe another time. I think
I'll say one thing, brother. This wine would grace the Pope's table.
at this point,
It's a bit sour.
I feel like
Don't be absurd.
we should get to doing what we're supposed to be doing. It's good to know things down there, at least. Apparently I'm neglecting my daily schedule, but there is a gap between 3 and 4. It's taken us 20 minutes to walk down here. Where am I supposed to stand? Anywhere here. I can pass time, surely. Okay. Where do we go now?
Brother?
Whoa! It was.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere?
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Really?
It was time to
This
leave.
time I'll look the other way. But next time, you won't get out of being punished.
This is not a good time for questions, brother.
Peace
I'll have to
be
get
with
something
you,
to
brother.
eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
I have to wait until the objective changes. Excuse me, everyone else is walking out. What's this about? Am I not allowed to move yet? Okay. Now I'm allowed to move. Okay. Okay, that's not a great way to start, is it? I feel like that speech check could have only been used once, and it's over and it's done. I can't use it again. Go to work in the factory. Okay, does that mean yes? I don't know where the factory is. It's right here. Nevlas?
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nevlis, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery.
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
Okay. Can I help with anything? Tell me about yourself.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm the provost of this monastery. It's my job to ensure the monks live a humble life and that any surpluses go to the poor. But in reality, I spend all my time making sure my brother's gluttony and the construction of a new church don't swallow up the few resources we have left.
Okay, so they're not going well. Can I help?
Is there anything I could help with?
You know, there is. Perhaps you've heard that Abbot Peter is gravely ill.
Looks fine to me.
I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
What do you need me for?
What do you need me for?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now, you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the Libri Prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
Okay.
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all manner of evil. Or so some people claim. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine. albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, is universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book is the work of a Saracen devil and must be kept under lock and key. Since then, no one can even talk about the book. But the 3 wise men were from the East, were they not?
Where can I find it?
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's
I know
a large
exactly where it
cabinet
is.
with a lock on it.
But there's someone in front
Forbidden
of it.
books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there. No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
Yeah, I need to get rid
There's
of
a
that
key
guy.
to the cabinet in the prior's chambers.
Okay.
The librarian should have another one, or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you where or how. Perhaps Brother Celarius could help.
Why can't you do it yourself?
Why can't you do it yourself?
Because I'm one of the highest-ranking monks here, and one day I'd like to become abbot. Can you imagine me crawling around in the black of night searching for a forbidden book?
You could just ask
So we
for
do
it.
this in the night.
Do you honestly think I haven't tried? Unfortunately, Librarian Cyril is a stubborn ass.
Okay.
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure you'll manage to get in. They say Brother Celarius understands locks, but don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me, and I'll then use it to make Peter's medicine. We'll soon have the election of the abbot over and done with.
Didn't you say you could steal the priors? Like you could steal it. I'm here for duties.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. Today's task, 2 cockerel potions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
So if I make one very well, does it give me 2? Let's take it all, man. What harm can it do? A cockerel potion isn't even a real thing. Can I not auto brew? That's disrespectful. Okay. You will need spirits, valerian and 2 mint. Grind the mint, boil the mint, add the valerian and boil twice. Distill. Okay. Okay, spirits. Grind some mint. This is just sad, man. Do we grind both mints? I assume so. It didn't say only just one. And we boil for a turn. And then we add the valerian. And boil for 2 turns. Yes, okay. Thankfully, we have alchemy, I think maxed. Well, that is high. So hopefully we can begin to auto route these. We don't have to wait to cool, do we? Yeah, add the valerian and boil for 2 turns. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. And then we should get ready to distill. Okay, is that enough? You brewed a cockroach. Yes, we got 3 of them. Nicely done, lads. Can we just leave now at this point? Okay, there's bandages in there also, which is nice. Oh, okay, so there's another page from the book. Whichever book it is. Charles the Fourth. Oh my gosh, is that the intro to the game? Is that the script for the intro? What do I do? Put it in the chest. Start alchemy. No. Submit the potions. Yeah, then why are you telling me? Where is this guy? He's right here. Yeah. Can I just mess around now?
What would you like?
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
Can I like move now? I don't want to get in trouble. So I can't leave this area. Was it Brother Silarius? Is he anywhere to be seen? Oh, there's books in here. Okay, so most things you do in the night. Is it time for me to leave? Like, you gotta give me... Okay, here we go. In the library. That's upstairs, isn't it? Can I just... Since there's time. One sneak around down here.
Brother.
Okay.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working...
Oh my gosh, man.
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to immediately. It will never happen again.
You can't even go the
Really?
wrong way. I was just lost, man.
This time I'll look the other way. But next time you won't get out of being punished.
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during ceremony. I have the feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm the circator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything's the way it should be.
When it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother?
Never mind. This counts as trespassing, but it doesn't show you. That's honestly so annoying. It didn't show me. It shows you in the top right. Yeah, okay. I didn't try and do that, man.
Page Satanas.
I was trying to talk to this guy.
What would you like?
I'm here to work.
Bro, it's telling me...
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
Okay, this pickpocket music is pissing me off. Am I allowed to be here? Okay. He's alone here. Okay, so the music has stopped. Honestly, that's so annoying. Transcribing. I can't read that, man. What? Bro, that at least like handwriting is makes sense. Bro, like what is this? This one? Bro, this like at least make it somewhat. There's no way anyone's reading this properly. Am I blind? Because I cannot find out what this is. This doesn't make any sense to me. This looks the closest. I beg I've done it right. Have I done it right, mate?
I can hardly believe it. Good gracious, so many mistakes.
So do I have to do it again? Well,
Gregor, talk.
It's kind of hard to read, mate.
I've heard there are some forbidden books locked up in the library.
That's correct. They're here, safely hidden away from anyone who might be tempted to read them.
Okay.
Could a book be prohibited by mistake? Maybe a good book or a useful one?
No errors are made. Every book on the prohibited list is there for a reason. Who am I to doubt the wisdom of Mother Church?
I don't like you.
How does a book get on the forbidden list?
Forbidden works are full of heresy and blasphemy and witchcraft. If you ask me, we should burn them immediately, not archive them.
Okay.
I don't need to hear anything else.
Yeah, I don't. This guy's gonna start screaming.
I've heard about Avicenna's Book of Medicine. Could I see it?
Who told you about that? Of course you can't.
I guess I'll try.
Is there anything I can do to help here?
I'm glad you asked. There's one thing, a silly thing really. I haven't thought to mention it to anyone before. But not long ago, a brother brought me a crumpled piece of parchment. He says he found it rolled up in a hole in the wall. The thing is, it was a page from Ovid.
Ovid? What is that? Is it the name of a book?
Not what, but who. Ovid was a great Roman poet. We have a few volumes by him in the library, but one of them vanished one day.
Unlucky.
Now I believe I can guess what happened. Brother Eustace, may the earth rest lightly on him, was quite narrow-minded when it came to classical literature. If a book had any mention of woman at all, he condemned it as a heretical work. If he'd had his way, all such books would have been burned. Ovid's The Art of Love must have been such a thorn in his side that he stole it from the library, tore it up, and hid the pages wherever he could.
I know where two of them are.
Oh, would you like me to put the book back together again?
Absolutely. Eustace's wits weren't the sharpest, so I'm sure he didn't destroy any of the pages. I imagine he hid them throughout the monastery. It might take you a while to find them all, but when you do, you can rest assured Ovid will return to his rightful place in the library.
Okay.
Good. I'll look around for it.
Thank you, brother. It's of no great importance, but if you can find all 10
10
pages, I'll be most grateful.
10! I've seen 2. I thought it was gonna be like 3.
If I knew, I wouldn't have asked you to do it. The pages of the book could be hidden anywhere. From the garden to the refectory.
Okay.
Can you tell me something about the book?
The Art of Love is a sort of manual instructing young people how to find and maintain love. It's a lovely work. I don't understand what bothered Eustace so much about it, But as I was saying, he considered the book to be immoral and tore it up to stop it corrupting any of his brothers.
Why would you want that anyway? Let's just not with this guy. Okay. And if I go in here, it's trespassing. Okay. I'm stuck. Oh. Can I go to the garden? Do we have no free time? No, none at all. Like, you can't do anything. We need to wait for the quest change.
Brother.
Yeah?
Stealing is a sin. You should know that as a Christian, and certainly as
I
a
didn't
monk.
steal anything.
Even if I wanted to forgive...
What did I steal?
Very well, brother.
Now, show me what you have on you.
What did I steal? What? I didn't steal anything? Can someone tell me precisely what I stole?
And he wants to look good in front of the others.
I had nothing on me.
Praise be to Christ, brother.
I was talking last night with the brother Cicators. It seems you're to fetch them a cask of wine, like last time.
Well, yes, it's true.
I don't like it. What do you mean I don't like it?
I'd like to help you.
I'm gonna help you, and that's what they said.
Would you really do it? To get hold of the wine, we'll have to leave the monastery for a bit. I know it's forbidden, but we've no other option. If wine started going missing here, someone would notice. But to leave the monastery, we need the keys. And only the prior has those.
Wait a moment. Are you saying I'm supposed to steal the prior's keys so I can go and steal wine somewhere else?
You see why I don't want to do it myself now, do you? I don't have what it takes. I can't get those keys, but you could. Or you might be able to pick the locks.
But you've done it once before, haven't you?
Last time the prior was sick, and he left the monastery keys in the Circator's care. So they unlocked the gates for me. This time we'll have to steal the keys.
Okay.
How can I get hold of the keys, do you think?
I don't know, but it might be possible to do this without them. Brother Celerius, the cellar keeper, used to be a burglar. He knows his way around locks, and maybe could help us, if you could find a way to arrange it.
Do you think he'll want to take part in theft?
No, but he could give some advice, or maybe get some lockpicks to open the gate. You'll figure something out.
If you think so, I can try.
I'm going to the prior.
Once you have the key or some lockpicks, come and see me and we'll make our plan.
Oh, we got a save game. Is the prior? Who is the prior? Where is the prior?
Praise be to Christ, brother.
Let's
I'm
try and
looking
get
for
a
something a
lockpick.
little unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
Let none air be said rather early.
Lockpicks.
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lock picks? And what would you like those for?
Practice opening locks.
I'd like to practice opening locks, just for the fun of it.
Well, why not? So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
17.
Out from prime in the morning, let them labor, and
We did
whatever
see
is
some food in the
necessary
cellar.
until about the fourth
We saw some food down here.
hour until about the sixth, let them apply themselves.
Beets and pretzels. Honestly, how much does this guy want to eat? I don't even think that's enough. This guy's a fatty. Okay, bread, cheese. They got nice drinking water here.
Inspired by reverence. But as for coarse jests and idle words or words that move to love.
Bro, these are too expensive. This is dumb. He wants every single piece of food in the whole area. Like, bro, I can't get you that much food. It's a waste of time. So we're gonna have to actually steal it off him. This is just annoying at this point.
Don't move a muscle. Brother?